Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to class today. My name is Wanda, and I'm from Canada. And right now I've been living in Mexico. So I'd like to learn a little bit about each of you. Elena, maybe we could start with you. Can you introduce yourself to the class for us?
Hi everybody, I'm Elena. I'm from Italy and I'm an advisor in business intelligence.
Thank you, Elena. Welcome to class. Good to have you with us. And Elena, if you could just turn your microphone off when you're not speaking. That way there's not extra noise there. Thank you. All right, and Insuk, could you please introduce yourself for us? Okay, Insuk, we'll come back to you. Maria Lourdes, could you please tell us where you're from? Okay, I'm wondering if there's some technical difficulties here. If you can hear me, could you please raise your hand? Okay, go ahead, Maria, please.
Okay, sorry. My name is Maria Lourdes, and I am talking to you from Spain.
Okay, very good, Maria Lourdes. So welcome to class. It's good to meet you. And Nobuhiro, could you please tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am working in Securitas Direct from more than 1 year. I am a manager, telecommunications manager in ID department.
Okay, very good. And thank you. Nobuhiro, could you please tell me where you're from?
Yes, hello. My name is Nobuhiro Matsumoto. Now I'm living in Belgium, still Brussels. But I originally came from Japan. I have been living here 1.5 years. To work as a representative of Japanese insurance company, I have to learn English hard. That's my introduction. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nobuhiro. Sorry about that, Nobuhiro. Welcome to class. And Sehar, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Very good. So it's nice to have you all in class today. So we're going to be talking about understanding contracts today. So at one time or another, we all come across a contract that we must sign or agree to. So our first page, it asks the question, when do people need to sign a contract? And do you usually read contracts before you sign? So who would like to start for us? When do you need to sign a contract? Okay, Maria Lourdes, please.
Well, I think we need to read a contract before to sign it. It is very important for all of us because we need to know about our policies, our rules, or our negotiations. I usually read the contracts before to sign them. Sorry.
All right, very good. Excellent job. And Nobuhiro, please, go ahead.
I think so. When we need to sign a contract, having some service from external organization or company, or buy something, some goods from shop or buy some goods when we sign a contract, and usually we read contract before I sign, but sometimes the contract is very complex and very text is very long at that time, so sometimes we did not read the contract. That's my comment. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Very good. So I agree. Sometimes the contract is so long that we don't really read it through, especially on the internet. You know, when you have to agree to something, it's so long. We just click, yes, I agree, without really reading it. So very good. All right, Insuk, please. Maybe you could tell us where you're from, and then you could answer the question for us.
Hello, Wanda. Hello, classmates. I'm from South Korea, but I have been living in Italy for 17 years. So, to answer about this question, we have many occasions to sign a contract. Example, to buy something and the house, and also when we have to deal with the bank, and when we get the new job, many times we have to sign. And I try to read the whole contract, but sometimes the contract is too long to read it completely and to understand, because especially when we buy something by online and by installment payment, the contract, to understand the whole contain very hard, because they use very specific technical language. So yeah, sometimes it's hard to understand, but I try to read it. That's all.
All right, very good, Insuk. Excellent job. So, yeah, sometimes they use a very complex language that only lawyers can understand. So it's hard for the average person to understand. So very good. Okay, so Anna, welcome to class. Maybe you could tell us where you're from. Anna, can you hear me? Can you tell me where you are from? Hi, Anna. Go ahead. Okay, Anna, we're going to have to come back to you. It seems like your microphone isn't working at the moment. We'll go to Christophe. Christophe, could you please introduce yourself for us?
Hello, do you hear me? Hello? Hello? Do you hear me?
I can hear you, Christophe. Go ahead, please.
Okay. My name is Christophe, and I come from France. I'm 44, and I live in the north of France. And I'm working as an instructor in the aeronautical area. And I have a 14-year-old daughter. Nice to meet you, and welcome to the others. Thanks.
Okay, Christophe, so welcome to class. It's good to have you with us. Okay, if I can just remind everyone to turn their microphones off when you're not speaking, that way we don't have background noise, okay? Okay, Maria, if I could just have you turn your mic off. Thank you. Thank you very much. That way there's not background noise for us. So very good. So there's many times that we need to sign a contract. So we're going to learn about some different types of contracts now. So which kind of contract is this? Could I have a volunteer to read this paragraph for me? Okay, Christophe, please.
Okay, which kind of contract is this? With regard to working for other companies, if the employee is found to be providing services for another company within the same field, the employer may file for breach of contract and terminate the employment. Furthermore, the employee may be required to pay further compensation to the employer as a result of this. I think it's an employment contract.
All right, very good. So an employment contract. Has anyone ever had to sign an employment contract where they're working? Okay, Nobuhiro, please.
Actually, I signed my employment contract in my company, and sometimes we made employment contract for new colleague when someone newly participate to our company. That's my comment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nobuhiro. Very good. So some jobs that I've had to sign a contract. Others I don't have to. So I guess it all depends maybe on the job or the employer. So very good. All right, let's read about another kind of contract. Elena, could I have you read this paragraph for me, please?
Yes. In addition to routine maintenance of the property and building, the landlord is responsible for ensuring the safety of the premises. If tenants are found to have caused damage to the property, through carelessness or deliberate action, they may be subject to eviction. I think it's a property rental.
Very good. Excellent. So that would be for a property rental. Okay, so Sahar, have you ever had to sign a contract for renting a house or an apartment? Very good. Excellent. All right. Now our next one, who would like to read this paragraph for us? Okay, Maria Lourdes, please.
Which kind of contract is this? If there is any evidence that you are sharing offensive material with other users, your account will consequently be terminated. Moreover, you will be unable to open any accounts with this website in the future. I think it is terms of use.
Okay, you're right. So very good. So generally that's on the computer when we're looking or trying to download a website. So very good. All right. And Insuk, could I have you read the next paragraph for me, please?
If the product fails after less than 6 months of normal use, you are within your rights to request a replacement. However, if the product fails as a result of minor misuse, you are not entitled to any kind of compensation from the manufacturer. Purchase contract.
Thank you, Insuk. So, right. Very good. So that would be a purchase contract. Okay, so there's one left here. This is called a prenuptial agreement. So could anyone tell me what is a prenuptial agreement? Okay, Maria, please.
Well, I think it is when you don't want to share all your money and all your cars and all your houses with your future, with your boyfriend or future in your sorry, in your marriage with another person. I mean, you don't want to share all you have. You want to separate your money.
Okay, very good. Excellent. So it's a contract signed before they get married, and it decides that if there was ever a divorce, how everything would be split up, or everybody would keep their own things. So usually that's for the rich and famous. So nobody I know. All right. Okay, so the next page, a question asks, did you notice these phrases in the contract language? And what similar phrases do you know? So in some contracts, we see the phrasing with regard to, or furthermore, moreover, and as a result. So can you think of other phrases that you see or read in a contract language? Okay, Sahar, please. Okay, very good. Yes. All right. Now, we call this formal language. It's not language that we use in everyday English when we're speaking, but it's more formal. So if we look at some of these phrases, how would you express these ideas in a more casual conversation? Okay, well, if we look at the phrase furthermore, can you think of a simpler word that we can use in everyday language? Instead of saying furthermore, what word might we use? Okay, Nobuhiro, please.
We can use besides as same meaning of furthermore. Besides is my idea.
Okay, so we're going to read this contract excerpt, and then we're going to decide which is the best plain English translation below. All right, so Sahar, do you think I could have you read that paragraph for me, please? All right, thank you, Sahar. So good reading, very good job. So which one of these do you think that applies to? Which translation? Okay, Christophe, please.
I think the answer D is the best response. If the product is of bad quality, you can get your money back. But if you do something to break it, you can't get your money back.
All right, very good. So this particular phrase of a contract, it uses more complex language. When we say it like this, like in number D, it's much easier to understand. It's very plain, simple English. Okay? So very good. All right, let's read another contract excerpt. Let's see. Christophe, could you read that for me, please?
Okay. If there is any evidence that you are sharing offensive material with other users, your account will consequently be terminated.
Okay, very good, Christophe. So which plain English translation below would this apply to? Okay, Nobuhiro, please.
I think answer is A. If you upload anything inappropriate, your account will be closed. I think A is correct. That's all.
All right. Very good. You're right. So that's A. Okay, so let's go to another one. And Maria, could I have you read this one, please?
Okay. If tenants are found to have caused damage to the property through carelessness or deliberate action, they may consequently be subject to eviction. I think the answer B could be the more appropriate.
Very good. All right, excellent. So that would definitely apply to B. Very good. All right, so we're going to go to our final task. So it says, help each other understand contract language. So student A, we're going to create a sentence that might be seen in a contract using appropriate contract language. Now, student B, you're going to try to explain the meaning of the contract language in plain English. Okay, so student A, try to make it very complex, very formal, and we'll see if student B can explain the meaning in very plain English. Okay, so let's see. Nobuhiro, do you think I could have you be student A? And we'll have Sahar be student B. So I'll let the two of you go ahead, okay? Okay, Sahar, Nobuhiro made this very difficult. He used some very formal words. Are you able to tell us what that means in very simple, plain English? Okay, very good, Sahar. Thank you. So Nobuhiro, I think basically what you were saying in your contract was that if the tenant does not pay the amount of money every month, then he will be evicted. Is that basically what you were saying in your contract?
Yes, that's exactly right. So I would like to say, if the if one person want to buy a house, the person have to pay the whole money in advance. If not, the contract will not reach an agreement. That's what I would like to say. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Nobuhiro, very much, and thank you, Sahad, for your work too. I appreciate it. Okay. So, Christoph, could I have you be student A now, and Elena, could you be student B?
Okay, I try to find a contract. Perhaps a prenuptial agreement. Furthermore, to respect your spouse, you have to be in your home all the nights, and you have to sign an agreement with your spouse to share all your properties, and you have to request a solicitor to sign a binding agreement between the two persons who want to agree with this prenuptial agreement. Thank you.
Okay, so Christoph's agreement was about the fact that you don't have to betray your wife or your husband, and you have to act according to what you signed in your prenuptial agreement.
Okay, Christoph, is that what you were saying in your contract?
Different things in the contract. I say that the husband and his wife has to have respect each other together, and if they want to share all their properties, they have to see a solicitor that is who is someone who has the possibility to sign an agreement between the two parties who want to share some properties in terms of legality. Thanks.
All right. So, okay, thank you, Christoph, for talking about the prenuptial agreement. And Elena, thank you for putting it in simple, easy to understand language for us. So very well done. Appreciate that. All right. So now we have, let's see, Insuk. Could I have you be student A? And Maria, could you please be student B?
If the customer doesn't observe the condition of payment of mortgage, the bank will consequently take appropriate deal.
Okay, Maria, were you able to hear Insuk okay? Okay, Insuk, maybe I could have you repeat that one more time for Maria, please. Could you do that?
Sure. if the customer doesn't observe the condition of payment, the condition of a mortgage payment, the bank will consequently take appropriate deal. Maria, can you understand me?
I understand that if we have a contract with a bank and we don't pay the money, the bank can um, give can get the property, and we lose our house or our boat or our car.
All right, Maria, very good job. Sounds like you got it right. Excellent. All right, so thank you, Insuk, for giving us that complex contract. And Maria, you did a good job at explaining that. So excellent. All right, well, let's go to our next page. So it says, today we discussed types of contracts. We practiced using contract language. We explained contract language in plain English. Now it says, before you go, do you usually read a contract before you sign it? And do you always understand it, even in your native language? So who'd like to comment on these questions for us? Okay, Insuk, please.
Example, next week, I sold my house. So obviously, I couldn't understand the whole of contract. So so usually in this this very important we have some help, for example, lawyer or some agent for agent of real estate, and someone else who skilled very well in this section. They help. Usually they help us. That's all.
Okay, very good. So even in other parts of the world, it's not just an English problem where we don't understand contracts. So very good. Maria, please, go ahead.
Okay, I think it's very difficult to understand a formal contract. In my opinion, it is better to give the contract or to review by um, a legal person that can. I'm sure this professional could share the information and could tell us in a very plain language.
All right, very good, excellent. And Christophe, please.
I don't read all the contract as before I sign it because it depends of the contracts. It depends of the money which is about. The more money there is, the more attention I take. And for example, if I want to buy a house, I read all the terms of the contract, and if I don't understand this formal language, I take advice from a specialist, and I think to share a contract between all the parties. This contract have to be formal because they have to be precise, and all the terms have to be understood and by all the parties. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Christoph. Very well said. Good job. All right. Now, the last question asks, why do you think we use such formal language in contracts? So why do you think we do that? Why can't we just use simple words and simple language? Nobuhiro, please.
Think so. In case if there arise some contribution or some conflict or some conflict between the opposite parties to make clear and to definite to definite detail about the contract to make clear and to definite detail in case of conflict. That's why such formal language is used in contract. That's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay, very good, Nobuhiro. So excellent explanation of why that happened. So I guess the lesson learned today is make sure we read our contracts, because one little word can change the meaning of things. So we want to be careful, don't we? Okay, so before I release the slides to everyone, that's about all the time we have, but were there any questions that you had about the lesson today that I can try to help you with? Okay, very good. Well, I'll release the slides for you so that you can review them if you wish to. And I just want to thank you all for your great comments today. You made a very interesting class, and hope to see you again soon. So have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye for now.